Intro didn't end up being recorded, so hey guys, it's Lehigh Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Like, subscribe, what's up? And be like, fuck you, Lehigh, like you're lying. Shut the fuck up. Like, fuck you guys. I'm not lying. I wish I was. It's crazy. I haven't had any stalker situations for a cool while. My iPhone 8, which is what I'm filming now, did get hacked before. I don't know. It's been acting normal. I haven't got scammed. I didn't lose money. I still have everything. Like my debit card's there. Everything's there. Like I don't have situations like I did before. Now, I think it's gotten better. I don't know. Like I remember one time me and my stepmom were watching the fucking Brat Bam on her iMac. All of a sudden it just got hacked. It was telling us to call this number. We called this number. It's saying, oh yeah, we can help you fix this problem. It has like 1,000 viruses supposedly. In reality, he was trying to scam us, and we called Apple, and I don't know, we couldn't trace him, and which was scary because like he was watching us. Like he was watching us. He would say really weird things like yeah, like go up, like you're doing it, like I see you, like blah blah blah, and I would just be like, you know what I mean? It was just weird because like when we covered the camera, he started getting angry, and then when we were giving him like what he wanted, like oh yeah, like pay me this much, and I was like, what? He was like, yeah, like you have to pay me this much. Like, what's your credit card number or your debit card number? I was like, and we were just like, what? And then next thing you know, he started getting mad, and then we covered the camera. He started getting mad and blah, blah, blah. It was just a weird situation. After that, you know, my iPad got hacked, which was scary. We always had the iPad charging next to the window of the kitchen. Every single time we charged it there, it was the spot, that's where we left it, that's where we knew it was always gonna be. One day, my sister was using it, and it just started like talking. Imagine you fucking sitting there on the fucking bed, little kid, watching YouTube, and the next thing you know, you close the app, you're doing whatever, you're just talking to your mom or something, and it starts talking. Like you can hear a full-on conversation of like this girl and this like guy, they're talking, and then we're touching the iPad, we're opening the apps, there's nothing playing, nothing's open, nothing's playing, no Netflix, no YouTube, no nothing, no calls, and then we're just looking at it, and all of a sudden like 3 seconds later it goes silent, blank, gone, like it was just like a click, like boom. And it was just weird and terrifying, and we just sat there like, what the hell? And I remember one time it was doing like these weird noises. It was like 1, 2, 3, and it was just like it kept like doing that. I remember one time I was just holding it and it was just doing it, and I was like what? I was just so confused. I was like, what is this thing doing? And I just like put it, I got really scared. I was like, what the fuck? And I remember my friend Ryan, he was like don't use it, like stop using it. And then I remember I had my iPhone 4S. I still have it actually. I don't even use it. It's just cracked, broken, sitting there. I just never use it. It's off. It's always off. It was one of my main phones back then, like when I was younger and I was just using it. It was like my favorite phone, and then I turned off like Wi-Fi one time. I was just like, because it was like lagging, it was dying fast. And I mean, maybe it was because it had an old battery. Personally, it was just dying fast, and I knew it was dying fast. I was like, why is this phone dying fast? And I know it has like a sucky battery, but like it was just dying way faster than normal. I would leave my phone, like I would leave it, like I would just like have it like that. I would like leave Twitter, like I'll just like and close it, and then all of a sudden it's like in my DMs on like Instagram, or like it's in my messages, and it just like it was so weird. Every single time. It was mainly at the night I noticed most. I remember I updated to the iPhone 5S, and I didn't use the 4S no more. And later on, within like 2 months of having it, I ended up getting hacked again. Like it started doing the same exact thing 2 months later, and I was like, fuck. I got the iPhone 6, the normal 6. I ended up getting the iPhone 6, didn't get hacked. That phone, I honestly didn't have problems with it. So I was like, oh, maybe this stalker thing's over now. And so it was good. I felt good. What phone? I went back to the 4S. And I feel like maybe that was one of my biggest mistakes, just because that's where it started it all. Once I left the 4S, I got the iPhone XR. One of the first months of it coming out. And later on within those months, I ended up getting hacked. And I showed like Marvin, If you guys don't know Marvin, I used to live with Marvin, and I showed Marvin, I was like, Marvin, like this phone's hacked, and it would just like start opening apps, and it would start using it by itself, like in front of us. And then I remember I got an iPod, and like when I wasn't on Wi-Fi, it was like, boom, location's on. Like location automatically turns on once I leave Wi-Fi, every single time. And then I ended up getting the iPhone 8, which is what I have filming right with me. I actually airdropped it. I remember I was texting one of my friends, and we were just texting, whatever. And I didn't have an iPhone. Like, I still have the iPhone 4S, but I wasn't using it. I don't have the iPhone 5S. I don't have the iPhone 6. Those are sold. The iPad, I don't know where that thing is. I was just texting, right? I was just texting. Like, the iPhone 8 was the only iPhone I had on me. It says, your Apple ID and iPhone number are now being used for iMessage on a new iPhone. Like, I got a whole notification. Hold on. I got a whole notification. Like, it even says my name. It says, I'm sorry. If you recently signed into Lehi's iPhone, you can ignore this notification. And I freaked the fuck out. Like, do you see it? Do you see Lehi's iPhone? Like, I didn't have another iPhone. I freaked the fuck out. I remember just looking at it, I was like, fuck. I got hacked again. I just sat there and I was like, really? Like, why am I always getting hacked? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm always downloading these VPNs. Like, I use it for school. Like, people use VPNs for just school, and sometimes I would have to use it, like, at my house or, like, at fucking Starbucks or something. Like, I use it all the time. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't even watch porn like that. Like people are like, you probably watch porn. Like, no. Like, I know people get hacked like that, but I don't watch that, so I don't understand why I'm getting hacked. Like, if I did, I would be like, yeah, I watch porn, like, but I don't, so it's like, and one of the times when I had the iPad, something really, really fucking scary happened. One time, you know how I said the iPad is always at one spot? It's near a window. You know how I said it was like, 1, 2, it was making that sound when I was using it. One day, I was about to fall asleep. I was texting my ex, so we were just doing some like texting lovey-dovey shit. I don't know what we were texting. I remember just almost falling asleep, and I started hearing the 1, 2, and I was like, and then at first I was about to fall asleep, and then I realized like what I was hearing, and I was like, what the hell? Like, is the iPad doing it again? Like, what's going on? Once I was walking towards the door that connects to the living room and the kitchen, like that door frame, that's when I realized it wasn't the iPad that was making the noise, it was something outside making the noise. And I feel like that's in the moment my heart dropped, and I have the video. I ended up recording it because I was like, dude, like, I need proof. You know what I mean? And I remember I posted it on YouTube, but I was deleting so many videos, and I deleted it, but I ended up finding it. I posted it on Instagram, someone slid up, and it was still saved, so we're good. So, look. You see the iPad? That's the iPad. But you see it, right? Look, that's the iPad there near the window. And then boom. It was this message was September 5th, 2018. So this happened a really long time ago. It says it right here for people who don't believe me. I'll screenshot it actually. It's been something that's been going on, and then I haven't had any issues. I just got the iPhone X recently. I bought it with my money, so if anyone's like, oh, you have a new iPhone, like, did your dad buy it, or did your sister, or aunt, did you get it for a gift? Because my birthday is almost up. No, I bought it by myself. To bring recent events because something else happened, and I haven't had dealt with stalkers in a cool minute. A few months actually. The whole iMessage thing with the iPhone 8 happened like a few months ago, but I haven't had any issues from them. Recent events, my dad met this one girl and they're just friends, like there's nothing going on, like they're not together, but she has like this psycho, like crazy, like ex-husband and stuff, and he's always like tracking her, like always putting GPSs in her car and like always seeing where she's at and always passing by like near our area because she lives near us. I don't know him personally, maybe I can be wrong, but from what we've heard, there's just a lot of things that he's done. I don't want to call him psycho. I call him a psycho, but maybe he's not psycho, maybe he's just like a stalker. I don't know, I don't know. And he's just always around, and he's always like, he's looking through her window and just stuff like that. And recently, fuck, this is kind of scary, like making this video makes this a reality again, because each time I think of it, I'm like, oh my god, like ha ha ha, like I have a stalker again, like whatever, like trying to joke around about it. But now that I'm filming this video, it makes me like really nervous, and it feels like real. It feels real, and it's just like, that's what's like getting me, like it feels real. Okay, anyways, so basically her daughter and my sister, they're friends now. They got close, whatever, and fuck, I can't even like say my words. Okay, so yeah, they became like close, and you know, my dad and her, they're like mutual, they're like friends, they're nothing more than that. And one day they were like, fuck it, let's go somewhere. And they were like down, like, and then the kids were like, yeah, let's go somewhere, like let's go out, I don't know, out to eat, and like go this place and this place, and just like, they weren't like spending and stuff, and like, you know, but they were just like, oh yeah, let's just go to like, I don't know, a park or something, the beach, I don't know what. I didn't go actually, I was at home, I was busy, and then I went out, and you know, I had my own plans. My sister, she's like sending me snaps, she's like, oh yeah, like this is so fun, and you know, she's sending me like her friend, and she's like all smiling and happy or whatever. And then later on, the next day, my dad tells me that he knew where they were. And I was like, how did he know where you guys went? Like, you took my car. Because they didn't want to take her car because they don't want issues with him. Because he's psycho and crazy and assumes all this stuff, and like probably thinks they're dating, or I don't know, thinking that he's like, they're fucking, or I don't know. But my dad's like, no, like we're just friends, you know. But you know, obviously he's not gonna think that. Yeah, they didn't want to take her car because she has issues with GPSs. He's always putting GPSs and tracking devices in her car. And moral of the story, I have one in my car. It kind of sucks knowing that some random grown-ass guy who's psycho put a tracking device in my car. It's scary because it's not even like he's stalking just her. He's stalking us. And it's crazy because my dad does borrow my car a lot, but that's not his car. You know, he has his truck. He does things. He has his own way of going. I use my car to drive around and to go to school and to go to work. So this man knows where I work, where I go to school, where my sister goes to school because I drop her off, where we pick up my sisters because my parents are divorcing, and that's a whole different story, and everything, because I don't know how long this guy had this tracking device. He didn't like all of a sudden he's like, oh, like they're going out, they're going somewhere, like let me just put it real quick before they go. Like, this man has been having it for a while. I'm freaked out, I'm a little scared. Tomorrow I'm gonna look through the whole fucking thing because I don't know where this man could have put it. My dad's telling me they're like magnets, you can place them under a fucking, I don't know, next to the fucking tire, and it will be good because it's a fucking magnet and the car's metal. It's just crazy because now I have to deal with that, and now I have to look around and see where the fuck this guy put this tracking device in my car. And it's just scary because now he knows where I go. Like, what if one day I like I walk out of school and this man is just outside my car. You know what I mean? Like, don't you think that's scary? Like, one day you're just going out of school, going out of work, I don't know, and you just see this fucking man there. Fuck, dude, like, I'm just so nervous. I don't even know how to speak. Anyways, that's the story. Yeah, I don't really know anything else to say. Like, my dad just told me this recently about, like, the whole fucking tracking thing. I was freaked the fuck out. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, it's like 8:55. Like, I gotta go. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Bye.